Hey everybody, this is Let's Plays of Failure, and we're here to kind of do a little debate here between a PlayStation fanboy and somebody who owns an Xbox 360. I don't know if he's an actual fan of Microsoft, but he does highly support the upcoming console. And with this console war that's going on, I think we need to advertise how. Which console is best for you? Which console is the one for you?
Clearly, we know who is the smarter of the two. Joining us today will also be our front man and objective-based friend, Joel.
Who is also going to be... There's his hand, everybody. That's all you need to know.
No, that's actually him. You don't understand. He's just a hand.
Yeah, I'm just a hand.
No!
How do you think he edits?
Yeah.
Alright.
The fingers have eyes.
So, I'm Kevin. With me is Sword. What's up? And our handyman.
Sup, dudes?
Literally.
Joel. Jeez, Joel.
Now, let's see. We're not gonna be speaking about, because let's be honest, we're not gonna get more than one console. I mean, Joel's going to, but we are not. We're gonna just probably aim for one or the other.
Well,
so we're trying to speak for the people that are gonna be aiming for one console too. I know I have friends who are gonna be trying to get both the PS4 and the Xbox One, but
which is a ridiculous amount of money.
Yes, it is. I will admit, but it's not as bad as PS3's original price.
I might actually end up getting all three for specific reasons.
Well, I'll at least have two of the three, but and I'll discuss why Xbox doesn't really appeal to me.
What's with you and that racial slur?
All right, I will clear this up. I'll do my best not to make that slur anymore. It's,
Good,
it's
thank you.
unprofessional.
I didn't say anything about the PS4.
You kind of did, but but
we will get to that. But the point
we are going to be really professional. Or if we have any objections, we're not going to argue or interrupt. In fact, I'm going to bring up my iPhone note app in case while he's talking, I'd like to make a few points.
Let's not worry too much about professionalism because this.
Oh no! It's gonna fall apart.
Yeah. I was gonna say because this is actually a pretty good way to show who we really are as gamers.
This is true. We're trying to speak for the people here. We're trying to speak for the people that are just like us, gamers who love playing games.
Indeed.
This guy.
So, since Joel, you're our objective based, which console should we start with?
How about you guys alter between talking about what you like about one console.
Which one of us goes first then?
Well, I wanted to do a brawl to decide that, but since we can't imagine my skills against this guy,
sure.
Again, I have a sword in the air, by the way.
And the name of sword.
Anyway,
you can't beat it.
We'll just go with whatever we feel like talking about. I think. So why don't you just start? I mean, I think I can counter argument better than actually do my intro.
Well, I'm not gonna exactly quote Rageaholic on YouTube because his words are just so. I don't know. It's not poetic, but at the same time, it's like really big words.
Subscribe now.
But the point, one thing I love that he talked about first, he talked about how people have been joining the Xbox One hate bandwagon just because of that very vague announcement. And then they did say E3 is going to show more of the games. People kept bitching over and over again. I'm not pointing to you. But seriously, I actually thought the announcement trailer wasn't that bad. And the announcement wasn't that bad. When I saw E3, the E3 demo, some of the games interested me, some games didn't. When I saw Halo and I found out they were doing a TV show, I was pretty happy about it because I'm a big Halo junkie. But on the most of the matter, I mean, the Xbox One seems pretty legitimate. Yeah, they had these policies and all this junk, and I was actually going to switch to the PS4 if they're going to keep these policies up. But then after they switched it and they started adding stuff like Games for Gold and whatnot, I decided that I think I'm probably going to still stick with Xbox One.
The famous 180 reversal, if we all know.
Yes, it is, and it's not exactly a bad thing either. They wanted us to get rid of it, so we did.
It's true.
And people are still bitching. Point is, I'm glad they switched, and although the price is a little bit hectic, I know we'll go down in price because the Xbox 360 Slim had the same thing. It was priced at $300 $350. Now it's $250, almost $200.
I'd like to get back on the DRM policies real quick. Okay, I can understand why people would still be mad about it because, okay, I'm thinking about it this way. Some guy is beating you senselessly on the ground, and you're bleeding all over. And then he stops halfway through and goes, "Hey man, I'm sorry." Does that make him any less?
That's true. At least he apologized.
No, he has a point.
You're
Like,
going to the hospital because of this guy.
You gotta understand, people. When you anger your fans and they backlash on that, yes, you can do this sort of reversal. Like, okay, we'll give you what you want. You should have initially understood what your fans wanted. Now, just because you're Microsoft and you may think like you have enough money to do.
Don't go into them being money grubbing because
I'm not.
Good.
I'm not.
Good. I want to let you know real quick. That gets me pissed off too.
I'm just saying they have enough money. Sony does too. And I don't understand, why they have to, force these things on us. In fact, if we didn't have Backlash, then.
I'm sorry, I just thought of it. I was thinking, wait a minute.
Try to use body language. Come on, man.
Here's my body language. Seriously, though.
Sort of, everybody. You can tell he's an Xbox guy.
Sure.
But as I was saying, Joel makes a good point. You can't anger your fans. It's not fair. And if we hadn't have backlashed, then we would still have these policies, and they were ridiculous.
That's true.
Online 24/7, the whole DRM TV. I mean, come on.
They did mess me up. I was like, what the hell are you guys thinking? And I
Not
also
to mention Angry Joe ranted.
Oh, he went.
Twice.
He went.
He went.
He did.
Nuts.
I will also say though that that the PS4 commercial about how you trade games, I thought that was pretty funny.
Alright,
That was pretty funny.
That's pretty ballsy of you to admit.
It was funny. I admit it too.
And I like Machinima's parody of Xbox One showing how to share games, where they hand the controller and it's like.
Now, please deposit $5.
Oh, and why don't we just jump into that subscriptions, if we will?
Yeah, well, I do love if you guys watch our Let's Plays. You do know a couple of parts. I like to poke fun at the fact that the police station is now announced they're going to start paying. They're going to start charging for playing online, which people have always bitched about that for Xbox. And people are always saying, "Oh, Xbox, you got to pay to play. That's so shit." Because PS3 is free. Yeah, well, we have better services. We have better servers.
I will admit, yes, the PS3 is free, but the Xbox does have better servers. It does have promising online features where PS3, it's nice having free online. I mean, that's been running for a good long time.
I'll get in this too. Let me put it this way. Since when Microsoft was doing Xbox Gold, they didn't really have any other backup services with that. Of course they had they had the ability to get early demos than everybody else, and of course playing online. However, Sony had PlayStation Plus, where every week you get a free game or two, or a bunch of discounts. So you could understand why Sony doesn't get enough flack because of that.
That's true. Also, I'd like to point out two big differences with Xbox Gold and PlayStation Plus. Because now that PS Plus is required to play online. Keep that in mind, gamers of the future. If you want to play online to any of these new consoles, you have to pay these subscriptions.
Well, the Wii U is still free online.
We're not talking about that.
It's almost a beta for the Wii U, but
yeah,
online's always been.
Not talking about the Wii U.
Nintendo's
all we have is Smash, and that's it.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting this video. This is saying sorry to both you, Sword, and you too, Kevin. But I just wanted to get this out of the way. Whenever consoles are talked about, in this day and age, people only really pit the the PlayStation system against the Xbox system. So, and they kind of leave Nintendo out of it, which I honestly don't think is fair. And I want to give that crowd a bit, a bit of attention. So, so I'll just get started. Plus, I just want to say this. Okay, we say a few Kevin and Sword say a few times in the video that they're trying to be the voice of these of the gamers who want to get the console that they want. But no offense to you guys, but we're not really doing a good job of that if we're only talking about 2 out of the 3 consoles of the next generation. Yeah, I know the Wii U is already out, but it is still technically a next gen system. So yeah, I'm going to cover this now because sorry to the viewers, we never actually covered the Wii U ever again in this video, and even if we do, is for a very brief moment. So yeah. Anyway, so the Wii U, the reasons to get the Wii U, Smash Brothers, Mario 3D World, the Zelda Wind Waker remake. Let's see, what else? Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Breeze, Pikmin 3, Wonderful 101. Let's see. Yeah, Bayonetta 2. We got that coming out, and Sonic Lost Worlds. And all these games have something special. Even Mario 3D World, which okay, I'm gonna go on a limb here. Mario 3D World is looking like a vast improvement over 3D Land, and in a much bigger scope than the new Super Mario Brothers games are to each other, because we have gameplay gimmicks that 3D Land wish it had, and the fact that Toad, Luigi, and Peach are playable characters, and they all retain their Mario 2 stats. That's pretty epic right there. Partly because that's a really good way to extend gameplay time, it's a nice way to give us another option rather than just Mario and Luigi. It's the moment I know the moment I get that game, I'm not beating the game as Mario or Luigi because I've already played with those guys enough. I'm starting with the Peach playthrough because why not? Peach is finally playable in a video game again. Well, what video game that isn't Smash Brothers or a Mario spinoff anyway? But yeah, and I can understand why people aren't liking Donkey Kong Country Tropical Breeze because they're kind of thinking of it as New Super Mario Brothers again, just in the form of Donkey Kong. But at the same time, it does seem like they're doing something new with it because because they do seem to have different gimmicks. Plus, we actually have water levels, which the original Donkey Kong Country Returns did not have. So yeah. Also, I think one thing that would be a proper selling point is letting individual players play as Diddy and Dixie individually rather than just having them hang out on Donkey Kong's back. But yeah, Smash Brothers is something we'll see for another video. Bayonetta 2 and Wonderful 101. I will support those games because Platinum Games is an awesome company. everything I've played made by them has always been good so far, except for Devil May Cry 2. For those who aren't aware, Platinum Games used to work for Capcom, but Platinum Games is a group of guys who used to work for Capcom, but they eventually left on bad terms. It's probably one of the reasons why the Devil May Cry reboot exists. But yeah. So Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2. I have seen footage of both, and Bayonetta 2 I know I'm gonna like because I'm a big fan of action games, and Wonderful 101 I see about making Wonderful 101. So yeah. But yeah, let's see. Okay, Sonic Lost World. Okay, I can understand the controversy about the Mario Galaxy compare and not try to limit yourself to logic, because like if we had a city level in Sonic Lost World that looked like something like City Escape, there's no way we could have something like cylinder roads or something that Sonic can run across, and because that's the kind of thing that just kind of looks stupid compared to compared to the corkscrew roads that you have in something like Speed Highway. Because there's no way you can effectively explain that without angering fans unless you put it on another planet, which Sonic Lost World is doing, which is a good thing. And because of that, they can do whatever they want with the level design, and I'm all for that because that's kind of what you need to do for because that's the best way to make a platformer. That's how Ubisoft's been making the Rayman Origin and Legends games. They just do whatever they want. They don't care about what's logical and what's not. Anyway, let's see. Pikmin 3 I can't say all that much about, but as someone who isn't that much of a Pikmin person, I am interested in picking that game up as soon as I get a Wii U. And of course we have the Zelda Wind Waker remake, which is fixing quite a bit. It's not just an HD picture now. We have big improvements like you have a new an upgraded sail that lets you move your boat a bit faster. Not only that, but it'll also automatically change the wind direction, so you don't have to sit there and play and check out the Wind Waker every time you need to change the wind direction, which did get annoying throughout that game. And they fixed the Triforce quest towards the end of the game, which I'm immensely happy about because Wind Waker, I consider it one of the best. I consider it one of the best Zelda games, but funny enough, I find it hard to play through entirely because of the Triforce quest, and as a result, whenever I come back to play it, I stop playing as soon as I get to that quest. So I'm happy that they're doing something about that. For those who aren't aware, the changes they're making to the Triforce quest is that most of the locations where the Triforce charts would be, those charts are now replaced with the actual pieces of the Triforce. There are three charts that you still have to get from Tingle, but that's still a big improvement over what we had in the original game. So yeah. Also, if you watched if you also you guys should check out X Plan's video or videos or whatever his username was. But he made a comparison video with the animations of Wind Waker, and comparing them between the remake and the GameCube version, and you'd be surprised how much animation they actually went out of the way to cut out to make the game move faster. So yeah, it's actually a really good remake. All right. Now we got the games out of the way. We have all right. If there's anything you're worried about the Wii U, it's probably it's probably gonna be the gamepad controller, which I can understand that being something to get used to because it's so bulky. But at the same time, you have three other options. The first option is there's a GameCube controller adapter out. I mean, I think you can only buy it online though. But it's $20. I know that much. You can buy a GameCube controller adapter that allows you to play Wii U games with the GameCube controller. And and there's also the Pro controller that's official by Nintendo. That's being sold for I don't know how much money. And of course, if you still plan on keeping your Wii and your classic controller, you could use that because the Wii remote and the classic controller are compatible with the Wii U. So yeah, you have you have three other options to play all these great games. And you know what the best part about it is Nintendo's being more lenient about games that let you use multiple control schemes now. So a lot of us don't have to sit there with like 5 games in in our Wii library just because we don't want to use the motion control gimmick. Because there was a severe lack of games that let you do that on the Wii, but I'm glad Nintendo is fixing that. So yeah, you have three other options other than the gamepad. So you should be good. Though if you're willing to put up with the if you're willing to put up with the gamepad and are willing to learn how to use it, props to you because that's actually gonna make some games go a bit smoother in this and all that. But yeah. So that's all I really have to say about the Wii U. It's the first next gen console I'm getting, I'm waiting for the price drop when that's coming with with the Wind Waker remake, because I want to get that remake, and I'd love to have Wind Waker as my first Wii U game. So yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about the Wii U. Back to the original video.
Wait, what about
Until I see Zelda and...
Sonic? They have Sonic.
I know, but it's not the right Sonic.
They have Sonic Colors, dude. Never mind.
I didn't even play that game all the way. I traded him, and just to let y'all know that even though me and Sword have our differences, we will always agree that Sonic is awesome.
Awesome.
I will go back to Nintendo if something in the conversation asks for the situation.
Yes, but we're like Kevin said, we're focusing on more of the PS3 and the Xbox
Yeah.
One, PS4 and the Xbox One. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a PS3.
Yeah.
It's right over there. I can't help but see it.
Right behind the camera, everybody.
Yep.
To torture him.
Torture.
But like I was saying, subscription-wise, Xbox Gold, as I think it is, it's $60 a year, right?
Well, yes, if you buy through Microsoft, but I get mine $45 from Amazon, and even then, I got a free year by Amazon from an accidental shipping, but I didn't say anything about that.
Okay, but for anyone who would not like to wait and get like a card or physically, or if they just want to go on the Xbox store and just get the year.
That's-
The
it's
yearly
$60.
subscription is $60.
You can also get an online code though from Amazon for $45. Either way,
right, but
there's other methods,
will
but
that
yes, it's
will
still
that
pretty
last?
pricey.
Will that last?
Yeah, it lasts for the year. It's just they actually email you the code.
I just mean like, will that deal last?
Yeah, it's been going on for years, dude. Ever since they switched to the $60 price, I've been getting all my cards from Amazon. That was for 3 years.
Okay, well that's good for anyone who uses Amazon or anything like that.
Although one thing I will object to that they've started is now they've switched from Microsoft points to currency, which sucks.
Wait, how does that suck? I mean, the points were really confusing.
You have to pay taxes now. I did get it recently. I did get a DLC. I got Dragonborn for Skyrim, and it turns out they took a few cents out of my account. Back to currency. You had to pay taxes, and it really sucks.
Yeah.
I bought Dragonborn for Skyrim, and it turns out they took 4 cents out of my account, which it doesn't seem like much, but you're still paying taxes for it.
Yeah, that's different, and I think actually I don't really know what to think about that.
I can understand why it's confusing, though, the Microsoft points, but at the same time, two things. One, if you played Xbox long enough, you can understand that 80 points equals $1.
Right.
Two, it was Microsoft's fault for not giving you at least a chart on the console itself saying 80 points equals $1, whatever. They never explain. It just says here are points. Buy games with points. They don't really go into show people that are new to the console how to do it.
Well, can you when you get achievements, you get gamer score points, right?
Yes.
Doesn't that go into the Microsoft points?
I wish it would. That'd be awesome because I have 50,000
I thought
gamer
that's how it
score.
always worked.
No, I would have 50,000 Microsoft points by now, my friend. That'd be amazing, but Microsoft isn't that generous. No.
Well, and also speaking about generosity, I was gonna jump to the PlayStation side now, to where
Before you go, I do want to say one thing. In case people aren't aware, though, they will let you keep using Microsoft point cards and Microsoft point codes for a good amount of time until it's actually transferred. So for now, if you buy a 400 points or 1,600 points at GameStop, you still can put it into your account, and it will it will transfer into currency.
400 points equals
$5.
$5. Huh. That's how much it was. Anyway, PlayStation, on the other hand, with the PS Plus subscription, as it is to this day, which I have PlayStation Plus now, and I wish I had gotten it a lot earlier. The only reason I got it was for the PS4 online capabilities, which now I'm being told is when you get a PS4 on day one, or whenever you get your PS4, you get a 2-week free subscription to PlayStation Plus. Darn it, I'm dumb. But anyway,
Hey, at least you get a free other subscription you can use later on.
that's true. So any newcomers to the PlayStation world, you get free online for 2 weeks, which not bad. But if you want a yearly subscription, which you have two options of a 3-month subscription for $17 or 18. I can't remember.
It's 18.
Yeah, or a yearly for only $50, which compared to Microsoft is $10 less.
You think about it this way: you gotta pay $2 to $3 less, but you pay $2 to $3 less for the 3-month, but you pay more for the year. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, but it might be for people who are like, oh, because this game is out and these games are coming out later for free. Let me just get the 3 month. But also keep in mind that which as of Xbox Gold, I believe you get 1 or 2 free games a month.
You get 2 free games a month now with Games with Gold. It's a new add-on. So far they haven't said anything except for the fact that it works with 360, of course, and it's going to end at the end of the year, December 31st to be exact. So we're not sure if we're going to continue this, but I'm really happy about it because they come out with some awesome games. Right now I've been able to get Dead Rising 2 for absolutely free, along with the prequel Case Zero. I've also gotten Defense Grid Awakening, which is a really cool RTS. I got Assassin's Creed 2. I also got... you get a few things. You get 2 free games a month on the 1st and the 16th of every month. And I know the only other released, revealed game coming out is Halo 3. But this month is Magic the Gathering 2013, and on the 16th it's going to be Rainbow Six Vegas. And they supply it like this. They categorize it like this. They only categorize that you get these games are pretty much the top picks, I guess. Like they're the most popular Xbox games. So for now, yes, you can get that. But I actually did want to go into the games now.
Well, I mean that's kind of not fair because I still have to talk about PlayStation Plus.
Okay.
Now let me ask you one question about Gold then. If you unsubscribe to Gold or your subscription is running out, do you still get to keep those games?
Yes, you do.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because with the games that you get for PlayStation Plus, they're kind of smart about it when it comes to the retail.
It's a dick move to me, but
It's smart and dickish, yes, but
It does make sense though.
what they do is that for the which by the way, Xbox Gold gets 2 free games. PlayStation Plus, you get 4 free games a month. Now, some of them are kind of like games that you wouldn't really bat an eye to, but some are really good, like the games I've gotten: Battlefield 3, Saints Row 3, Human Revolutions. XCOM, Enemy Unknown, and other games like that. I just got Jetstream Radio, which I've always wanted to play.
Jet Set Radio?
Jet Set Radio, right.
My favorite game that I've gotten from PlayStation Plus, besides the games that they gave me back from when I had a 360, would probably be Vanquished. That one's really good.
Oh, I haven't tried that out.
It's pretty good, actually.
But the thing that PlayStation Plus does, which Sword finds as a dick move, and I find from marketing standpoint is kind of genius, is that in order to play these games that you get for free, you need to still have your PlayStation Plus subscription. That means if you run out of the subscription, you can't play your downloaded games. I don't know how exactly it works, considering it's on my console, but somehow it locks you away, or it only lets you play the demo version.
When you download a game, it from PlayStation Plus, they pretty much have it in mind that you downloaded it from PlayStation Plus. However, this is one thing I should bring up because you guys didn't. While the free games that you download will not carry over if your PlayStation Plus ends, the games that you bought from the discounts, they will stay in your hard drive.
That's good.
So
Okay. And another thing is that these deals do expire on PlayStation, and I'm not sure if on Xbox as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Normally it does.
But I'm pretty sure on both our consoles that we can, if we at least purchase the free game, it will always be in your download list, and you can download it whenever you want, as long as you have the subscription, of course.
And when I said that it will stay even if your gold runs out, I didn't say that out of speculation. I have a secondary account that's a silver account. I tried it. It works on Assassin's Creed 2 and whatnot, so it does work.
Okay, that's good. But now let's get back to what we were wanting to talk about: the games.
The games for the Xbox One and the PS4 specifically, because we are talking about those 2 next generations, not the current ones.
Right.
So, since we're not, we went into subscriptions because we don't know anything about what they're going to do for the next year's consoles with their subscriptions. So as for the games, since I started out first with Xbox and everything, we should start with the games for you first.
Okay, and I will also compliment on Xbox's games because To be fair, launch day wise, Xbox does have an advantage when it comes to the games because, yeah. However, I will make a point or two about something I've noticed about Xbox and their video games. So for PlayStation 4 on launch day, there are a couple of exclusives, only 2 from PlayStation themselves, I believe, which would be Knack, which is a completely new third-person game. I'm not going to go into high details, you can look it up yourself. Basically a creature who can, collect parts and bits, not
shapes
garbage.
or something.
Shapes, right. And it's supposed to, highlight the features that the PlayStation 4 can move so many objects around on this console. I believe they had a trailer for like 1 million balls moving in one frame. It's supposed to show its highlighted power and all that stuff. Also, Knack, I watched a video about, I'm just going to say this much, it's supposed to be nostalgic for players who used to love third-person games like Crash Bandicoot or Jak and Daxter, both made by Naughty Dog. And it's supposed to have like a challenging aspect, and also it's supposed on hard mode, and on easy it's supposed to introduce this third-person playing experience to newcomers, guys who have been on the handhelds, on the iOSs, and they're like, oh, I want to play this this console game. Well, let's show them Knack, because that's it'll be really good for a child to get into and get into the gaming world, such as Mario was for me, and it'll be Knack for other people.
I do have a question. Are they going to try and market it like Little Big Planet when that was a new IP coming out?
What do you mean, like no Little Big Planet?
Little Big Planet was like the brand new IP that Sony came out with. That was a huge success, of course.
I don't think Little Big Planet. No, I don't think Knack will meet the expectations of Little Big Planet because
No.
Little Big Planet is so big. There's DLC coming out even today,
Yeah.
and the games came out several years ago.
And the thing is that, well, I mean, with Little Big Planet, you can practically play that game forever because you can make new levels almost all the time. However, yes, Knack won't be as big as Little Big Planet, sadly, but
are they marketing it as like the next Little Big Planet?
no, they're not marketing it as that. It's really just a fun new game that Sony has announced, and one of the developers on it is a genius when it comes to the game. He made it himself, and I can't remember his name right now, but he was really enlightened to advertise his game, which it looks fun. It looks really kind of childlike. Everyone I know on my friend's account has bat an eye to it, but I see it as potential, and I want to play it. And also I miss that third person playing style. But moving on to the games. Sorry I went on and rambled that. You can edit that out, Joel, if you want. Thank you. But Killzone Shadowfall is another one, and it's supposed to show the beauty of the graphics, the first-person shooter, and with Sony's new controller, which I guess we'll talk about later, it's kind of adapted to the Xbox 360, which at first I didn't really like because, I kind of like the bumpers myself, but then again, I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, the triggers would make a lot of sense, because, when you're pressing on the bumpers on a PlayStation 3 DualShock, it
sucks.
It not sucks, but it's not great. You can slide off and
you know what's a good example of that? When I was playing the God of War collection, there are certain sections where you have to repeatedly press the trigger.
R2, yeah.
And
That's like just a dick move from the developers themselves.
I wouldn't say that, but yes, it can get a little frustrating.
I think that actually has happened to me while I was playing Saints Row 3 before.
Plus, I've tried playing a first-person shooter with the bumpers, not the they're not really triggers, but triggers like R1 to L1.
Yeah.
I try to go from R1 to R2, and I could see where it's like, oh, this could be really fun, but then again, these are bumpers, not triggers, and you want to actually get the feel that you're using a gun. But yeah, the new DualShock 4 is going to be really interesting, touchpad and all that cool stuff. But Killzone looks really fun. I've seen some multiplayer footage of it. I think that's really what they're trying to aspect for, but they also throw in a story as well. I don't know much about Killzone, so I can't really say. And as far as Killzone and Halo go, I think Halo, to be honest, is probably more popular, and I think it has the rights to be more popular.
I'm not gonna say anything wrong towards you, but I noticed how you said they just threw in a story like they're not gonna actually make a good story. They're just throwing a story.
I'm not really interested in Killzone. I don't know anything about the story. I think one of my friends can fight for it though.
Of course. Always that one person.
You know him too.
I do. That's me.
Not you. Anyway. But back to the games. They'll also throw in third-party games, which is also going to the Xbox. Battlefield, Call of Duty, Watch Dogs, which looks really fun. I'm not horribly into it.
Wait. Watch Dogs coming for the Xbox One?
Yeah.
Yes! Thank fucking God! I had no idea about that. I was excited because Watch Dogs actually looks pretty cool. Wow! I'm sorry. I just completely blind blown right now.
And as you can see, he's really updated on all the news. And
I am updated, thank you. Because I keep hearing there was going to be PlayStation 4 only, so I thought, oh, that kind of sucks, because that game looks
it's
pretty
also
cool.
on PC and Wii U.
If
If they're putting it
It's
on
on
Wii
Wii U?
U, yes.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
It's on. It's. I believe it's coming on PS3 and 360.
What's
Yes,
next,
it
the
is.
iOS?
Yeah.
Don't. Okay. Don't surprise me. Stop.
Anyway, so as I was saying, yes, Watch Dogs. Please edit that out.
No, don't edit it out. You'll do.
It's embarrassing to you,
That's
but
not- okay.
would you stop copying my movements?
I don't mean to actually. That was on accident.
Anyway,
That looks
back to it. Assassin's Creed 4, which I did pre-order, but I don't have enough money to get all this crap, so I did away with that. Also, it's not that interesting to me.
Pirates.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think about it, they're kind of like ninjas. So like the previous were kind of like ninjas.
Can't we have ninjas?
So now it's pirates and ninjas.
Can't we have ninjas? But anyway, yeah. And also Drive Club, I believe that's coming out at launch day. It looks interesting, but again, to me, I'm not really that hardcore of a racer. Maybe you would like it, but then again, from the way they have a camera in the game, it looks like you're actually inside the cockpit. And I'm not sure if I like that. Also, you can like look at like where the wheels are, like.
Yeah, they have that like cinematic camera.
First-person driving actually sounds interesting to me because F-Zero GX lets you alter the camera to where it's first-person driving, and I actually had a lot of fun with that. So
Well,
I might actually check that out.
Being as how like I know you're a big racer too, Joel, but with me I'm more towards the official car racing. So being as a first-person view with a cockpit and everything, it's been done before. I think one of the most recent, like probably the earliest one was Forza 3, and that was really
No, before that, there was a NASCAR game I used to own.
Oh yeah, they had that too. Well, like it was really outdated. And looking at it back now, it's so bad. And probably the most recent one I've seen with the cockpit view is Forza Horizon, and that looks fantastic because you can actually look around the cockpit. So, cockpit is sort of a requirement by racing games nowadays. They want you to do it. But the cinematic cameras do. I like the cinematic camera, just like GTA does it.
Right, but
I'm not a fan
if I ever were to play a racing game, like the best racing I can do is probably Mario Kart. But I always like that third person kind of like view of the car, so I can get better understanding of the situation. I don't know if Drive Club will have that, but
They should. I mean, if they don't, that's going to be a serious markdown.
it's probably going to be a markdown. But they're probably going to highlight the first person anyway. Also, Gran Turismo 6. Wait, is it at 6 now?
Yeah, it's at 6 now.
Or no,
It's at 6 because
Okay,
5
okay,
was
right.
5 with Prologue.
Right, 5 was for PS3. Okay, so now they have 6. I'm not sure if that's on launch day or not, but anyway,
Hopefully.
a game that will not come at launch day, and I'm really sad it's not because they've advertised it ever since the PS4 announcement. Was Infamous Second Son, and I believe it's going to be very hype. It's if you've ever played Infamous, you'll understand where I'm coming from. It's one of Sony's new IPs ever since they bought Sucker Punch, which was a smart move on them. And
The first Infamous was my first official Sony game. So.
exactly, it was Infamous 2 was the reason I got a PS3 because every time I saw an advertisement for it, I was like, gotta get that PS3. And I worked hard to get my PS3. Man, those mowing the lawns and hitting spiders. I hate spiders.
We all do.
Anyway,
The devil's creatures.
they really are, man. But anyway, back to my point. But as you can tell, I can't really think of any more
Kingdom
exclusives.
Hearts.
That's coming for Xbox as well.
Yeah, I know that, but like I was thinking,
Although I want to talk about that if you don't mind, real quick.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out for the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Which I actually will say, it doesn't feel right.
It doesn't.
It doesn't
It's
because
not.
it's always been PlayStation. I love
It's-
Kingdom Hearts. I played the first and the second one.
Look,
but
Really?
Yeah, I
I
have.
didn't know that.
When our
Look,
friends had PS2.
Look, it's the best way to get more sales.
It is.
So
It's
They
the
need-
best way, but what Xbox One owner who has played past PlayStation games or has even heard of Kingdom Hearts is going to get Kingdom Hearts 3?
Well,
I would.
Let's put it this way: how many people who played Assassin's Creed 2 actually played Assassin's Creed 1?
Kinda. I played some of it, but I really like Assassin's Creed.
I
2
played a
more.
third of Assassin's Creed. I couldn't take it.
The second is a lot better, guys. Really.
I'm
And
still trying to play.
and see, that's my point. And you know what? Assassin's Creed 2 sold better than Assassin's Creed 1 anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yes.
but Kingdom Hearts is nothing like Assassin's Creed, where like Assassin's Creed was a good game, but it's like, how do you even still keep playing it? Where's the motivation? Kingdom Hearts had that motivation. It was pretty much, I'm not gonna say perfect, but I mean it was a really well done game, and Kingdom Hearts 2 was even better, which I don't know how IGN scored it as 6. That's ridiculous.
Because
but
they're IGN. You can't spell ignorant without IGN.
it's actually pretty funny, but no, I like IGN nowadays, but
They aren't as bad as they used to.
they are not as bad as they used to. They actually have smart editors and Greg
Non-biased people.
Greg Miller for the win.
Okay, I still think that they gave I think they gave Halo 4 it was almost they gave an almost perfect score, which I think he's down, guys. It's not that perfect. Come on,
Trust me, 343 kind of knows what they're doing, but
kinda.
kind of.
They need to work some things out. I'll admit, and I'm a huge fan. I still play it though.
But moving back, again, Xbox, it was kind of like when they put Final Fantasy 13 on the Xbox 360. It was the first Final Fantasy game to be on Xbox.
That's true.
Which I understand. I mean, Final Fantasy is a well-known series. People have played it from Nintendo to Super Nintendo to PlayStation and now to Xbox. I think it was a smart move to put Final Fantasy there, but to put Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if you understand, think about Assassin's Creed 3, the intro.
Well, let's think about that. Well, let's not go to Assassin's Creed because Assassin's Creed is
I'm just talking about how the intro
Actually-
was trying to tell about all the other Assassin's Creed.
They did?
Yeah, well, they were talking they were showing pictures of
Oh,
Altair,
jeez.
Ezio, and
You know what?
the other guy with the black coat.
You know what also might be the fact that there were Kingdom Hearts games on the DS.
That was another thing. The DS, the 3DS, and the PSP. It was it's pretty much on almost every gaming device if you think about it, besides the
Yeah.
Wii and other Nintendo games like that. But I don't see the logic in it. I'm sorry, Square Enix. I love you, but what were you thinking?
They make bad decisions.
Look. If you don't like it, just don't buy it. Just get the PS4 version and be happy with it.
Well, it's not really that
I
I'm
wanna
concerned with. I'm pretty sure you would buy on the Xbox.
I want to see it first though, because I'm not the kind to say shut up and take my money. Shut up and please tell me why. I should
Take all of my money. I've been waiting for years.
Here, let me just bring this up too. Okay, I'm not a Kingdom Hearts guy, but I'm subscribed to Some Call Me Johnny, who has done Let's Play of the first Kingdom Hearts, and when he was talking about his thoughts on the next games, he said something about how the writing is good, but only if you actually followed the series, because he said it himself. He was playing Kingdom Hearts 2 at one point at his college dorm, and with his roommates, and they had no idea what was going on because they didn't play the first game.
Oh well.
And one of the things that's pretty important for a sequel is to write the story to where even newcomers can come in.
Well, the thing, yeah, because the first hour, if you didn't play at least the first one, I mean, not even Chain of Memories. Like, if you played that, good for you. But and I'm sorry for your soul that has been ripped to shreds by Chain of Memories. But if you didn't play the first game, you play the first hour of 2, you're pretty much like, what?
Lost.
What?
I think we're going too much into Kingdom Hearts.
Right,
Going
right,
back to it, Kingdom Hearts 3, it's interesting, but,
I've been waiting years. This is the Half-Life 3 to me.
Half-Life.
Wait a minute.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
PS4, Xbox One, minus them together, Half-Life 3 has been confirmed!
That was the plan. Gabe Newell owns both.
No! Oh, wait, that's actually awesome.
Valve owns everything. It was a ploy the whole time. They just M. Night Shyamalan us, dude.
They even own me!
It turns out it's just Half-Life 2.5.
No, it's Half-Life 2 Episode 4.
Which, by the way, just bringing up a point. You know that they haven't even started 3 yet, right?
No.
Yeah, they haven't even done anything with it.
So is there anything else, any other games you want to bring up before we go into Xbox?
Let me just say this. As far PlayStation will have more games in the future. I'm not sure why however, I will point out this. They've shown a love for indie games. Like, Minecraft is now being for all the PlayStation devices. Even Fez, a really highly anticipated and a really well done indie game for Xbox and PC is coming to PlayStation as well. More indie games to come. I really want to play Outlast, that really freaky horror game that looks fun. But yeah, indie games are coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and what was the other thing? Oh, and they even said that they're, we have these games for right now, but there's 180 more coming to you.
180.
God damn it!
It's kind of similar, isn't it?
Damn it! More than one. Anyway, so I'm just gonna say this: PlayStation for right now doesn't have a lot, but it has enough for you for right now. Infamous Second Son. I don't know if it's coming for February or April. I hope it's February, but I doubt it. But I will compliment the Xbox One. The Xbox One actually does have more than 2 exclusives. I believe 3 or 4, and of course all the third-party games to come. So, why don't you take the mantle?
Well, I don't know every one of them off the bat of my head because I'm not that much of a fan.
I'll pick up what you left.
Yeah, so will I.
But I'm gonna go for the ones that are the most popular right now. The first one that comes to mind is Titanfall, which sounds like they're pushing it towards to be popular, and it's kind of nice.
Could you blame them?
That's true.
Freaking Call of Duty with mechs and Mirror's Edge.
I am glad.
Call of Duty Mirror's Edge and mechs.
That actually sounds pretty darn cool.
Right?
It looks too much like something else that I'm not a big fan of, but I do like the fact that Respawn Air, it just... I need to watch more gameplay.
Are you serious? I thought you'd be hyping on this crap.
I've played a lot of Call of Duty.
Now, let me also make a point that people are saying that Titanfall won't just be exclusive for Xbox forever. It's a temporary exclusive.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Until it happens.
Yeah, so, I mean, yes, it's on PC, but a lot of other Xbox exclusives are on PC as well. I'm not saying Halo, but I'm just...
There. But, as for Titanfall, I mean, it looks good. It does look good. I'm glad it's made by Respawn Entertainment because after all the shit they went through with Activision, I'm so glad they're finally getting their stuff together.
Screw you, Activision.
Seriously, screw you, Activision. You guys did something horrible. I mean, it's unethical.
Besides Destiny, which...
Love you.
Look at this realistic dog.
Oh my... I like Call of Duty Ghosts. It looks pretty cool right now. But,
Are you Serious?
I'm dead serious.
No.
Hey, don't hate. I mean, I used to be
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me point to something that's better than Call of Duty Ghosts. It's actually right behind you. You see that fish aquarium? They're smarter than Call of Duty.
But we
Ghosts.
can't go into Call of Duty Ghosts because that's a multi-platform.
True, but
But we went to Kingdom Hearts.
But
it was Kingdom Hearts.
it was originally.
You just made my point.
It was originally a
Continue.
PlayStation.
No, but it's multi-platform now.
Don't give him a hemorrhoid. Come on.
It's multi-platform.
Not only is there time, there's actually a good amount of when Xbox announced the Xbox One and they said that there was going to be a lot more focus on games for E3. They were not kidding. They gave you a ton of games for E3, which I'm happy about.
Which I actually watched when it was on Spike TV, and I was actually impressed with what they had. I'll tell you one of the games that I really wanted to be multi-platform, but when I heard it was Xbox only, I was deeply saddened.
Okay. I thought you were gonna.
No, just keep going.
Another big game that's coming out is Dead Rising 3, which has got some controversy over it because of the tone of the game, which I feel the same way. It looks.
No, okay. Let me shed some light on this because
amazing.
okay, I felt the same way before, but I'm subscribed to Dead Rising's Facebook page, and they pretty much confirmed that the only reason it looks so dark and gritty is because they're just trying to alter the graphics in that way.
Right.
But they're going to
Impressive.
but they're going to keep what made Dead Rising, and it's the humor. So, like they showed a demo video where the guy's killing zombies wearing a shark costume.
I sure hope so because that guy on the cover looks a hell of a lot like Daryl from Walking Dead, and that game looks a hell of a lot like The Walking Dead. So they gave
like the survival instinct one.
not Survival Instinct. I'm talking about like the atmosphere of the Walking Dead TV show.
Okay.
There's,
Survival instinct sounds.
I haven't seen it. I haven't played it yet, but I really want to though.
No.
Another game that's also a big hit is Sunset Overdrive, which is the arcade title that everybody is so excited about.
I was actually interested in that. It looked.
It looked. I first thought it looked like a Fanta commercial.
It did.
Shooting a bunch of
I was
orange
thinking
things. Like what the hell is this?
Oh, a new soda product. Thanks, Microsoft. Where's the games?
But yeah, Sunset Overdrive is apparently a big thing. Most of the games.
Interesting.
That's one of the new features of the Xbox One. You just put in a quarter and it shoots a can of soda at you.
Oh, I'm gonna be fair. Most of the games I'm not really too interested in. One game that is actually multi-platform that I do want to go into is Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I've been wanting to play Skyrim with friends for a long time, and I think that Elder Scrolls Online is the beginning.
It's a $50 subscription, buddy.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
We'll find out then.
It's a $50 subscription.
I didn't know.
Wait, are you sure about this?
Yes.
It's
Because-
for Xbox
because
One
mo-
and
because
PlayStation
most-
4.
Because MMOs these days have changed it to where it's free to play, but you only need the subscriptions for extra stuff.
Besides, why would you need a subscription to play something that's on a platform that you already have to pay a subscription for?
That's true. I don't know. I just know that
Maybe it's for
somehow
PC.
it's a $50.
Maybe it's for
subscription.
PC.
Maybe it's for PC.
If they do have to pay a subscription, that's gonna I'll lose interest.
I will lose interest immediately.
I'm
too.
not really interested entirely because I never played Skyrim. and
Let's
I don't want to.
But let's go to our favorite target, or our favorite bullseye, I should actually say, Rise, or Rius, or whatever the hell you call the Roman Call of Duty.
Or how about a better title, QuickTime Events,
Yes!
the game.
Because this game looks hell of a lot like a Battlefield or Call of Duty Modern Warfare
No.
shooter
God
clone.
War.
Because all you do is
No.
see set
No.
pieces and
No.
just keep
Don't
aiming
even-
to it.
don't even
Don't
start.
get into it.
Don't get
because
into it.
we are professionals.
professionals. We're in the video, Mr. Hand. And
which is why you forgot to call it QuickTime Events 2 when QuickTime Events 1 was Heavy Rain.
No, that's different. That's
there's
really
some
story based.
mashing.
Because you don't kill people in Heavy Rain.
Kinda do.
Kind of
It's actually more
It's
like
not bad.
It's actually that's more.
We're teaching the kids about murder. Now go on.
Okay, so Rise. This is. I love the way Yahtzee and Jimquisition put it. It's simply the modern military shooter we all know and love from Battlefield and Call of Duty. The whole set pieces that you can't do anything about. The beautiful graphics, even though it still kind of looks garbage. the fact that you can't do anything because there's so much other stuff around you, you can't. There's nothing you can really do. Just look at everything and just be amazed by it.
When the trailer started, like they were showing some guy with the helmet, and then it showed Rise, and it was
him
about the Roman Empire, and I was
making
like,
this big, hectic, emotional, dramatic speech.
right,
and we're just like, are you kidding?
I was thinking at first, great, God of War clone, and then second and I didn't want to think that, like, to believe me, I didn't really want to think that, like, I didn't think they would go that low. But when it started and it kept going, it looked like a cinematic movie. Like, like it was a scripted event. And I mean, I should know scripted events. I play Naughty Dog games, but but like it's the bad kind of scripting. Like like starting out a war and stuff like that. This game looked like it was supposed to be some sort of you can take down empires, you can make it your own, you can siege and all that good stuff, but it looked poor. I mean, quick time events for your combat. Like, I was looking for kind of like a Zelda kind of combat system. I mean, yeah, just a hack and slash. Nothing impressive like DMC with Dante's awesome combos or whatever, but just a simple hack and slash with nice gory effects. I would have liked it. I'm just looking at the whole taking over the fortress, not your combat. I don't really care about your combat. I just want to take this place down with other mechanics that you can throw at me. But all you've shown me is that you failed to understand your own game. You've thrown in QuickTime events. Like, everyone hates
QuickTime events. QuickTime events aren't a bad thing. There are bad QuickTime events. Like Spider-Man 3 are probably the worst I've ever seen.
Yes.
But QuickTime events are not a negative. I don't think so. There are good ways to do it.
Yeah, there are good ways to do it.
Ways,
Metal Gear Rising has really good QuickTime events.
Naruto Storm 2, that was pretty good too.
Naruto's QuickTime events kind of frustrate me, but it's just that when you don't do something right, which you just can't register in time, you're punished or have to completely do it again right. I can take a nice punishment, but I don't want to have to redo every single time to get it right. That's just ridiculous.
You know where it's done the worst? I think it's God of War that does it worst, because if you fail a QuickTime event and you come back to it, they completely change the rules on you, because while the first command might have been X, the next command if you fail might be triangle or something.
That's kind of bad. It's trying to make you register. So sorry, but hey, it just makes it more like a God of War clone.
But Rise, no.
And that was I was gonna say Xbox has more exclusives than PlayStation right now, but Rise, really, that was your opener? That was your opening exclusive? You could have just showed us the Halo trailer and I would have just gave it to you.
Now, I'm not going to go into Halo because they don't show anything.
Well, besides a mechanical Bahamut, but go on.
They just don't show anything I just don't care about. So, I want to go into Quantum Dream, though. Or Quantum Break, or whatever hell it's called, because it looks too much like something else I've seen before.
It's Quantum Break, and I don't really see any interest in the game.
I don't think I've even seen gameplay before. I just saw a bunch of cinematic trailers, which, like Yahtzee says, show absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that is true. When Sony was showing their not trying to be mean or anything, but when Sony was showing their games off, they were actually showing gameplay. They were even showing how the PS Vita, by the way, if you own a Vita, which, thank you, and, sorry it's been a while for actual good content to come out, but you'll be happy to know, you know how much I put into that thing?
Yeah.
$400.
That's why I don't buy anything by PlayStation. At least not by their handhelds, because last time I checked, the PSP Go was pretty bad.
Well, no one wanted to go, but if you had an earlier PSP, good job. But
the problem I have with the PSP is that the only good games were remakes.
Remakes.
Yeah, most of the games that I liked on the PSP or even cared about were all remakes. Mega Man Powered Up was a remake of the original Mega Man.
Well, didn't you play Daxter or Dissidia?
No, I've never played.
Dissidia's good.
Dude, Dissidia was awesome, but we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
I was just pointing out to the PS Vita, able to play almost every single other PS4 game.
That's pretty cool.
Which, in the Sony conference, they have shown gameplay footage of Knack, Killzone Shadowfall, Battlefield, and Assassin's Creed. The Assassin's Creed game, which you can play on the Vita to your PS4, and it works perfectly fine. They've actually shown gameplay footage to their, not that many games, but they've actually shown footage of it. With Xbox, like Sword said, I've seen a lot of cinematics and not so much actual gameplay. Like that what was that?
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive. I just saw an opening. I didn't see any gameplay. I have no idea what it is. I know I'm pretty sure it's an FPS.
You know what? I'm not going to blame it on Microsoft because the industry's been doing this for a long, long time. PlayStation is to blame. Nintendo is to blame. Microsoft is to blame. They're all to blame because they all do this crap. It's not just Microsoft.
About the opening cinematics, you mean?
Yeah, they've always done this for every trailer at E3 ever.
I've seen Smash Brother gameplay. I've seen.
No, but I'm not just talking about this year. Like every year, they've always done big cinematic trailers. It's not just Microsoft.
Yeah, but I mean, for the now, PlayStation and Nintendo are doing it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe some games were saved more for the actual booths, which we couldn't see because we just watched the conferences. But
right, we're not living.
So let me go into there's not really much else left for the Xbox. I mean, they did say that they were going to be really focusing on indies by self-publishing, which was actually pretty cool. But I'm not too much interested in indie games right now. One indie game that I do want to get right now that's on the X360 is Dust and Elysian Tale.
Before you move on, I'd like to bring up Plants vs. Zombies Garden.
I was just about to say, that was the game that I really wanted, but
I don't care for it.
How could you not care for it? It looks fun. It looks
kind of stupid to me.
It looks so cute. That's the thing. It's supposed to be stupid.
No, just the gameplay looks stupid too. I just cannot get into it.
Sword. Some things you just gotta stop taking seriously.
No, it's just
like Pacific Rim. People took that seriously, and look how it ended.
That asshole at the bathroom. Oh, that was a big cliche. Yeah, still kick ass, dude.
Exactly. Some things are supposed to be stupid, and they do it right.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I just have no interest in Plants vs. Zombies.
And actually, you do bring up a good point that I wanted to say earlier. Is that let's look at Microsoft's choice in games and how they've introduced it to launch day and all that. I'm seeing a lot of M-rated teen games. I haven't seen really any thing friendly that's for children.
Thank God.
Call of Duty's for children. Last time I checked.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I was at GameStop and I saw some mother playing on her cell phone while her kid was picking up Call of Duty 5 and World War, and Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 3. And I was thinking, lady, are you fucking serious? Really? I don't give a shit.
I also witnessed a child trying to get Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, and the mother was like, "You can only get one.
You shouldn't get any of them. It's a big fucking violent." And then they go to the media, and the media blames video games. Really piss off.
Well, yeah, and I like how the newest Pokemon is really just for us, but yeah.
Yeah. Come on, it's been always that way.
But like I was saying, let's look at Nintendo. Nintendo's always been child friendly, and I think they do pretty well on that end. But PlayStation, I mean, they have Knack. Knack is a nice entry for what?
What about Xbox? Xbox Xbox as Minecraft. That is kind of
now PlayStation has it.
Yeah, but they came first. I have nothing else to say.
That's another thing I don't like about Xbox is that Xbox gets all the cool crap first. They get all the cool DLC
because they pay them off first. I do feel bad though. I do feel bad for the Skyrim users on PlayStation because they get royally screwed over by Bethesda, who gets their DLC we get their DLC months in advance compared to PS3. That's a dick move, guys. Really.
I'll just say 2 words that I know will make you rage: money grubbers.
I don't have to say anything to that.
Yeah. You don't.
Oh yeah, you know what? The same thing happened with the first BioShock.
They're not really money grubbers; they're money givers.
That was the first.
They give to people for them to get it first.
They'll just take it away.
The first BioShock was 360 exclusive for a year until it finally made it to PS3.
As Dead Rising was as well. first
No,
Dead
no,
Rising.
no, the first Dead Rising was never on the PS3.
No,
Yeah,
it was.
we only got
but
two.
No, but it was Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, yeah, but we're talking about games that were exclusive to Xbox. Then
Oh,
It's a temporary exclusive,
yeah.
like as we think Titanfall
Though,
will be.
though it did get a remake on the Wii.
I think I heard Titanfall saying it was going to be for PS4 and PC as well.
Well, no, it is on PC. I know that, but the thing is that I don't really understand why some developers are only going for Xbox One. I mean, if we look at Dead Rising, for example, I mean, you had Dead Rising 2 on the PS3. Now you're taking it back to the Xbox. People were probably a big fan of Dead Rising 2 on the PS3, and now you're just gonna take it away again?
Maybe it's because
Titanfall. I mean, everyone loves an FPS. We have Battlefield and Call of Duty. You could compete very well on, and it's only multiplayer. There's no single player whatsoever. It's all multiplayer. You could make a lot of money if you put it on PS4.
Well-
I would have pre-ordered instantly, but
Well, I think for
you chose Xbox.
some games like Dead Rising 3, I don't know the specific parameters of their marketing and sales, but it would kind of make sense to me if Dead Rising 3 was on Xbox One exclusively, maybe because Dead Rising 2 didn't do well in sales for the PS3.
That's probably true. That they're probably just looking at sales.
Or it's probably just going back to when the first game was 360 exclusive for a while first.
Who knows? The point where, besides the games, which I think I pretty much went over everything.
Right.
I don't think there's anything I really missed. Yeah, there's still games over there, but they're not as important as the ones that I mentioned. Which I'm saying the truth, they're not as popular as the ones that I mentioned.
I don't know, man. Some people, I think if you left it at that, a lot of people in the comics will start shouting Destiny.
Destiny's multi-platform.
Yeah, but still.
Unfortunately, but it was featured a lot at the Sony conferences,
It was.
which I don't really understand.
Because
I mean,
it's the first Bungie game made for PlayStation.
That's true. So they're probably in
It's about as big as wait.
and they're also featuring the controls for PlayStation, which
So as for we should probably end this off with the controllers, but so let me first say Xbox controller, the Xbox One controller. Look at the PS3. Sorry, look at the 360. And then look at the Xbox One. There's your controller.
it's basically the
Except the little day one edition. If you're stupid enough to reserve it for day one, fine with me, but
same. Are you getting your day one?
no. I'm gonna wait for the price to decrease. I'm gonna wait until either the Xbox.
Oh, really?
I'm
You
gonna-
think it'll decrease just like that? Let me also point out that
PS3. Can't fucking say a word.
yeah, but they've learned.
Yes.
This
So
is-
if we.
And this is now $500 for an Xbox One, $400 for a PS4.
$600 for a PS3 when it first came out, and it took 3 years for them to fix it.
And how long do you think it'll take for Xbox?
Less than a year, if not a year.
A year then. It'll probably be a year.
I don't know, man. We're